Our story begins in 1957, near the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. Here, a girl named Hope is dialing a phone number she found. She explains that this telephone number came to her in a dream. There was no area code, meaning it had to be a local number. The number was carved in ice. After hearing the voice on the other end, Hope asks, "Who are you?" But suddenly, the phone line fills with nothing but static noise. The scene then shifts to 1982, in North Denver, where we see a boy named Finn beating up another kid. Finn's sister Gwen tells him to stop. Now, if you don't know about Finn, let me tell you. 4 years ago, Finn killed a serial killer named the Grabber. The Grabber used to kidnap and murder children. But when he kidnapped Finn, Finn was able to communicate with the ghosts of the previously murdered children through a black phone. With their help, Finn killed the Grabber. So now, a boy named Ernie comes to visit the two siblings. Ernie is going to buy tickets tonight for a Duran Duran concert. Gwen is a huge fan of theirs, but she doesn't have money for a ticket. So Ernie promises he'll get her one too. Finn starts teasing Gwen about this. Later that night, Finn sneaks out of the house to smoke, hiding from his father. And right there, he sees the Grabber standing in front of him. But this is just Finn's imagination. When Gwen tries to talk to him about this, Finn says he doesn't want to discuss it. We're then shown a view of Alpine Lake Camp, where children are enjoying the snow. But someone grabs one of the boys and kills him. The dead child writes a word in the snow with his finger, W. This is all part of Gwen's dream. And Gwen's dreams always come true. Gwen starts hearing the sound of a phone ringing. She follows the sound, and it's coming from a house. The same house where Finn was kidnapped 4 years ago. Finn comes and wakes Gwen up, telling her she's been sleepwalking. But when Gwen tells him, "I had a bad dream," Finn just ignores it. The next day, kids at school tease Gwen, calling her a witch. Ernie shows up with the tickets for her. He asks her, "Do you believe in this woo stuff?" Gwen says yes. Ernie has brought tarot cards for her. He knew that the dreams Gwen has show her things. Gwen asks how he knows this. Ernie tells her it was from his parents. Ernie's brother was also killed by the Grabber. And it was Gwen who called the police and told them the location of all the dead bodies. She had learned about them through her dreams. Meanwhile, Finn picks up a ringing phone and says, "Sorry, I can't help you. This phone is being called by the dead." That night, Gwen has the same dream about the lake camp again. At night, the killer murders another child. And this dead child writes a letter in front of Gwen, B. Gwen wakes up from the dream. She follows the sound of the ringing phone. Outside the house, she sees a boy lying there, completely burned. Gwen ends up in the same basement where Finn was held captive 4 years ago. She picks up the phone. And on the other end is Hope, the girl we saw at the beginning of the story, calling from 1957. Hope tells Gwen that she got this number in her dream. The dead children gave her this number through her dreams. But then, Gwen and Hope can no longer hear each other's voices. And in front of Gwen appears the Grabber's brother, the one who was killed by the Grabber. The door in front of them opens. They hear the sound of someone coming down from upstairs. The phone rings again. Then, outside the dream, Finn comes to get Gwen. He tells her that she sleepwalked here. Finn calms Gwen down. Gwen says, "I was on the phone. I was talking to Mom. She called me from a youth camp." So Finn takes Gwen away from there. But there's blood on Gwen's feet. The same boy's blood she saw in her dream. The next day, Gwen shows Finn a pamphlet for that camp. She says, "We have to go there." She's already done all the research. Finn could take a job there as a counselor in training. Their dad has been wanting Finn to get a job anyway. As soon as their dad sees the camp pamphlet, he tells them, "Your mother worked there." He asks how they found out about this camp. Finn lies and says, "From some kids at school." The next day, Gwen is about to leave for the camp alone with Ernie. But Finn can't let her go by herself. He packs his things and goes along to look after his sister. But as they're traveling, the roads become terrible because of the snow. They can't see anything in front of them. So Finn gets out of the car and starts running ahead of it, trying to guide the car along the road. A little further ahead, they meet a horsewoman named Mustang, who leads them to the camp. But when they arrive, they find out that the road to get here is now closed. The camp has been canceled. And now, besides the support staff, only the 3 of them are there, stuck at this place. The camp supervisor, Armando, shows Finn and Ernie to their beds. Mustang shows Gwen to hers. According to the rules, Gwen can't sleep in Finn and Ernie's cabin. Finn goes outside to smoke. And as Gwen sleeps, she has a dream. The third boy who died at this camp writes a letter in front of her, H. Meanwhile, a phone starts ringing in front of Finn. Finn picks it up and says, "I'm sorry, I can't help you." But the phone doesn't stop ringing. In frustration, Finn goes back and asks, "Who is this?" Gwen starts hearing a scraping sound coming from under a bed in her cabin. She checks under the bed. There's a dead boy down there. And on Finn's phone, the grabber speaks. Finn tries to get out of there, but he can't escape. Over in Gwen's room, those dead children rush in. Seeing their condition, Gwen starts screaming. Finn hears her screams and quickly runs to her. He brings her back to her senses. Gwen is crying, saying, "I feel crazy." Marks have appeared on Gwen's hands. She hides them and goes to sit with Ernie. Ernie, knowing that Gwen has seen a bad dream, lets her lie down next to him. Gwen is praying to Jesus, asking him not to show her any more bad dreams. Ernie starts asking her, "You talk to Jesus just like that?" He says, "I think it's hot." Ernie's mom was Catholic. She'd like that Ernie is dating a girl who prays. Gwen tells him her mom was a Christian too. She explains that she got this dream ability from her mother. Gwen was afraid that just like this gift drove her mom crazy, the same thing might happen to her. As the two of them start getting closer, Finn, who's lying nearby, suddenly speaks up and says, "I'm right here." So they all quietly go to sleep. In the morning, Gwen tells Finn that Ernie came here to help them with their investigation. Finn gets angry learning that Gwen told Ernie everything. So Gwen shows him the marks on her hands, explaining that in the dream, one of the kids grabbed her. When Armando calls them, they all go to have breakfast. Armando tells them that because of the blizzard, it will take 3 days for the road to open. He also knows about Gwen sleeping in the boys' cabin. He warns them not to do it again, or else he'll lose his camp license. He asks, "So, tell me, why are you guys here?" He knew they must have come here for some other reason. Finn tells him, "Our mom went here." Gwen gives Armando their mother's name, but he doesn't quite remember. But as soon as he sees Hope's photo, he recognizes her. He knew her very well. He asks how she passed. Finn tells him, "She killed herself." Armando says that after eating, they can call their families. Finn asks him about the phone outside. That phone has been dead for a long time. Finn tells that last night he got a call on that dead phone. Just then, the phone starts ringing again. Finn picks it up, but this time, a dead boy speaks from the other end. These dead boys don't know what happened to them. They're just cold. They're somewhere in the dark. They're asking Finn for help. Finn asks, "How did you die?" But they don't even remember that. They're saying, "We are not supposed to be here. This is not where we belong." They start beating on the telephone booth. But Finn can only hear them, he can't see them. After this, Gwen and Ernie go to the camp office to ask for the camp's history. But they don't have any detailed history. Ernie asks about the dead children, but Barbara won't tell them anything. And right there, Gwen and Barbara get into an argument. Later that night, in her dream, Gwen sees her mother. Hope is also able to talk to those dead children. Gwen is watching her. Then from behind, a dead boy says, "You are not supposed to be here." Gwen follows him, and she sees all of them, the dead children. When Gwen comes out of the dream, her mother is standing in front of her. Meanwhile, Finn hears the sound of the phone ringing. He tells Ernie, "Look after my sister." Gwen is running after the dead children. She sees Finn heading toward the phone booth. But she ignores him and follows the children. When Finn picks up the phone, the grabber speaks on the other end. Finn says, "You are dead." The grabber replies, "Finn, you of all people know that dead is just a word." Finn asks what he wants. The grabber says, "Because of you, I had to kill my brother. I loved my brother very much. And now, because of that, I'm going to kill the one you love the most." Meaning Gwen, who has followed the children all the way to the camp kitchen. The grabber appears in front of her and attacks. He throws Gwen down and chokes her with his axe. Ernie and the others arrive there and see Gwen convulsing on the ground. Finn also hears her screams and runs toward them. The grabber is about to throw Gwen into the fire, but Ernie grabs him. The others also help. The grabber, who only Gwen can see, retreats back inside. Finn comes and brings Gwen back to her senses. Barbara says, "You got devil in you." They all sit down to talk about what just happened. Armando asks Gwen about her dreams. So Gwen starts describing the children. Armando is shocked hearing Gwen's descriptions because she knows things that only the police and Armando know about. Finn asks, "Have you heard the name the grabber?" And right then, everyone realizes that Finn is the boy who killed the grabber. Gwen tells them that in the kitchen, the grabber attacked her. Armando shows them old photos of the camp. Their mom is in them. Back then, Armando was just the chef here. But he made a promise to the missing children's parents that he wouldn't give up until he found them. Armando has been searching for those children's dead bodies every day since then, so he can lay them to rest. Now that Gwen and Finn are here, he doesn't want to waste this opportunity. And just then, Finn spots the grabber in the photos. His real name was Bill. Everyone at the camp called him Wild Bill, because back then he dressed like Wild Bill Hickok. He worked here as maintenance. Hearing the initials WH for Wild Bill Hickok, Gwen understands. This is where he started. And after the grabber's death in 1978, strange things started happening around the camp. Meaning after dying, the grabber's spirit came here. Gwen's theory is that maybe his spirit draws power from his victims, because their spirits are not at rest. And their bodies must be in a frozen lake. Armando remembers that Bill used to take the children to play ice hockey at Lake Meru. He had equipment there that he could use to drill holes in the frozen lake and bury the children's bodies. So now, these people will have to find those bodies, so they can end the grabber's powers. Tomorrow morning, they'll head out to Lake Meru. But at night, the radio in Armando's cabin turns on by itself. A voice comes through the radio, "You made me kill my brother." Armando realizes this is Bill. But Bill says, "My name is not Bill." Suddenly, the lights go out. Armando turns on a flashlight, but then a snowman's face appears and slams against his window. Blood starts pouring from it. Meanwhile, Finn is outside smoking. Armando comes and sits with him. Armando understands that the things Finn has been through have filled him with rage and anger. Armando says, behind that kind of anger is fear. Finn is afraid of not being able to protect Gwen. Armando tells Finn, "You are stronger than you think." He tells him to face the feelings buried inside him. Armando promises, "We won't let anything happen to Gwen." The next morning, they all arrive at the lake. They start clearing the area. That night, Gwen goes to sleep. Finn and Ernie will take shifts watching over her. If she has a dream, they'll wake her up. But Gwen says, "What if you can't wake me up?" Finn tells her, "Then fight back. It's your dream." But Gwen is scared because the grabber is very strong. Gwen has a dream about a boy who was delivering newspapers. The grabber kidnapped and killed him without even wearing his mask. And seeing this in the dream, Gwen's mom Hope realizes that this killer is Wild Bill. Hope leaves her house without waking her husband. Gwen follows her. She sees her mom arrive at Bill's house. She spots the kidnapped boy in the basement. But Bill comes from behind and grabs Hope too. He throws her into his van. The grabber calls Gwen to come inside the van as well. The grabber wants to show Gwen what really happened to her mother. Gwen's mom didn't kill herself. The grabber murdered her. Seeing this, Gwen starts crying. She also sees her father crying as he finds her mom's dead body. The grabber says, "What will happen if you die in this realm?" Gwen says, "I'd wake up." The grabber replies, "Maybe it's time to find out." So Gwen runs. A dead boy on the phone tells her to hide. But the grabber finds her. Gwen tries to break the door and escape, but the grabber strikes her hand with his axe. This is reflecting in real life too. Just then, a dead boy opens the door from outside. Gwen reaches the top of the lake, where Armando has been searching for the dead boys' bodies. He's found one dead body. Armando starts breaking through the snow. But from behind, the grabber comes to stop him. He starts swinging a hammer at his back. Armando falls into the water. The grabber won't even let him come back out. Meanwhile, Gwen is trapped in the phone booth. She punches the booth until she's exhausted. The grabber comes and wraps the telephone line around her neck. All of this is happening to Gwen in real life too. Finn and Ernie are trying to bring her back to consciousness. Suddenly, the phone booth explodes. Gwen has taken control of her dream. She realizes that in a dream, she has powers too. Gwen comes out of the dream and takes everyone to Armando. They pull him out of the water. Armando's words are, "I found Felix." A little while later, Gwen and Finn's father arrives. He's come to take them away from here. But Gwen says, "We have to stay." Finn tells his dad, "He is after her, Dad." Hearing this, their dad says, "We are going." Finn also wants to leave, but Gwen flat out refuses. Finn says they have to go. "I can't stop him, but we have a chance to protect you." Gwen angrily replies, "How are you going to take care of me when you can't even take care of yourself? You're just trying to pretend like none of this happened. You two just want to run and hide like you always do." Hearing this, Finn's emotions pour out. "What do you think? That I don't think about all that? I think about it all the time. Nobody but me knows what happened there. I was so scared." Finn starts crying. He says, "I don't want to be afraid anymore." Gwen tells him, "You are the bravest person I know." But their dad keeps saying, "Gwen, you're in danger here. You need to leave and I am not asking." Gwen angrily says to him, "What are you gonna do? You gonna beat me?" Their dad says, "You're just like your mom. So stubborn." And right there, Gwen tells him about their mom. That mom didn't kill herself. The grabber murdered her. Gwen's father doesn't believe it. But Gwen tells him the exact words he said when he saw her mom's dead body. Gwen says, "Her dreams were just dreams, and neither are mine." The next day, they start searching for the other two boys' dead bodies. Gwen is asking Jesus for help. By nightfall, they haven't found anything. So Gwen falls asleep while sitting there. She enters the dream. Everyone tries to wake her up. Finn realizes that Gwen fell asleep on purpose. In the dream, the grabber appears in front of her. Gwen runs. The grabber starts attacking her companions. And right there, underwater, Gwen sees a dead body. Seeing them, Gwen tries to send them up to the surface. The grabber attacks Finn. Whatever he does in the dream happens in reality too. Gwen's dad goes underwater and brings the dead body out. Finn also fights back. Now only one dead body was left. So Gwen starts reciting a scripture. The grabber says, "God's not here." But just then, the dead bodies emerge and grab the grabber. He frees himself from one, but another dead body throws him down. The three dead boys appear in front of him. Gwen strikes him with the axe. The grabber has become powerless, because the boys have been found. Finn also realizes where the grabber is. He grabs him and starts beating him. Gwen cuts the grabber's leg with the axe. They throw him into the ice. The three boys drag him down below. The next day, Armando informs all the parents that their boys' dead bodies have been found. Meanwhile, the phone rings again. But this time, Finn can't hear its ring, meaning this call is for Gwen. On the other end of the phone, Gwen's mom answers. She talks to Gwen. Gwen's mom says, "You did so well. You set those boys free." Gwen asks, "Mom, am I going to stay cursed like this?" Her mom says, "It's not a curse, baby." And with that, friends, this story comes to an end right here. Let us know in the comments how you liked this explanation. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.